Hello and welcome back to another Procreate tutorial, and in today's tutorial I will show you how to draw the wise old man from Old School RuneScape. First of all, we'll just quickly start sketching out the character. I usually start just with a head and a torso because I don't like drawing anything else. I don't know if it's because of lack of skill or laziness, probably a combination of both. Um, so yeah, we'll just start off just sketching out the defining features. Obviously he wears a stupid small hat and glasses and a beard. There's not much to him actually, which is probably why strategically I picked this character. Um, Not only that, but also because he's a firm fan favourite for anyone who is interested remotely in old school RuneScape. I'm not sure why personally, purely based off the fact that I don't like him at all. So once you've got the main character sketched out, what we're going to have to do, what I like to do usually is make another layer on top, set that one as slightly transparent so I can see what I'm doing, and then start the outlining process. I'm just going to use a studio pen, I believe, with black ink, obviously. Oh yeah, right, okay. So what we'll do now is I'll just go through all of the main lines that I've drawn and put the final outline in. As you can see here, to make two separate shapes, I'll usually draw a shape next to each other and erase the lines in between. For example, on his glasses. Just a quick fact for you: the wise old man from RuneScape was actually the third character introduced into the RuneScape franchise. He was mostly added in because there was no old people in RuneScape, so they kind of figured they had to add at least one old person in. As a result, from then there was no other old characters added due to the unpopularity of him, which works out well for me because um, as the older people get, the more confused that I seem to get with being alive. What we'll do now is we'll just put the final lines on the main character, ready to colour him in. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll delete the main drawing layer from where we used our pencil, create a new layer for what I'm going to put the colouring on. I'll set the main ink layer as the reference and then fill on the layer below it. All I'm going to do here is I'm just pressing and holding on the character at the top right to select the same colours so I can use them on the main character, and then dragging them from the top right and fill in the character below. Once the fill's complete, I'll usually create an additional layer on around 20% opacity. So then you can just draw in black, and what it'll do is it'll create a sort of shadow effect. So you can add some depth to your character. I usually just try and look for contours which would naturally occur on the character and put it below that. To be honest, I also just put it in anywhere that I think could use any detail. I don't know if that's a pro tip, but I enjoy doing it. So what more can you say about that? What you can also do, you can create a few layers of shadowing. So you can create another layer on top of this with a slightly lower opacity, and just draw over pick out the where the deepest crevices on the character will be, and you can fill them in with another layer of black. And what that'll do is it'll create even more depth. And then in contrast to that, you can create another layer on top of white and set that to around 40% opacity. And what you can use that for is picking out any highlights on the character. So anything where the light hits first. I usually do the bridge of the nose, just because it's probably the most pronounced feature on the character's face. And you can also pick out any other shiny parts, such as the glasses, bits of the clothes. And once you've done that, then you've pretty much finished the drawing, unless you want to add any more information on. But I'll just put in a RuneScape background, and that's the shit drawing finished. So thank you for watching this terrible video, and I still don't know what I'm talking about.